Hello all and welcome, and I am the MGTOW philosopher. And in this video, I'm going to address the Harvey Weinstein nonsense. Now, honestly, I don't want to get into this too much because I think it's just that nonsense. It's so stupid. I mean, I don't even see how or why this is news. What's the big deal? I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. Did a bunch of high-priced friggin' hookers in Hollywood that call themselves actresses, got their start or got high-paying jobs by banging some big fat land whale of a guy who just happened to be in a position of power. I don't see the big deal. You know, Hollywood has been like this forever. It's always going to be like this. Who cares? First of all, let me just say that a lot of these women that are accusing this guy of sexual assault of some kind. And by the way, I haven't heard any actual rape allegations. If the guy raped anybody, that's wrong, okay? But I haven't heard anybody make any rape allegations. I mean, I heard some whispers that, ooh, he could have raped somebody. No, all I've heard are just a bunch of allegations that this guy leveraged the offer of acting jobs for sexual favors. And you know what I say to that? Big friggin' deal. Let's be honest here, okay? Most of these women who banged Harvey Weinstein were doing so to get something in return. There was quid pro quo involved, okay? He had a job. He wanted sex from them. He held the currency that they wanted. They had the currency that he wanted. What is the big deal here? I mean, all over the world, you know, you got different kinds of currency, different things that have value, and people trade them all the time. But sex is somehow, it's somehow off limits. Oh, the woman's poon is so valuable. It's up there high on a pedestal, and we can't, we can't use that as a means of barter, as a means of trade. Oh, it's too valuable. It's too special. It's off limits. Off limits! And if you do use that as currency, you are evil. And if you try to extort or you try to get that as a form of quid pro quo, if you try to get that as some kind of payment for services rendered, you're evil. You're horrible. Oh, what? But that's what the world is like. That's reality. That's what men and women have been doing since the dawn of time. What is it's like? He's done something so horribly wrong. This Harvey Weinstein. He gave women high-paying jobs that paid sometimes $20 million, and all they had to do was go down on him or let him go to town on him for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, however long this guy's going to last. I mean, what's the crime? Can somebody tell me what the crime is here, please? I mean, Jesus Christ, $20 million? I think a lot of you guys out there would be going down on Harvey Weinstein for 20 million American bucks. Are you kidding me? Where's the crime? Nobody made any of these women do anything, okay? Not from what I've heard so far. Calling it sexual assault is kind of ridiculous. I mean, if they actually bring forth evidence that this guy actually physically forced somebody, that's different, okay? If they actually bring forth some kind of evidence, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about quid pro quo. You give something to me, I give something to you. No problem. Even Steven, right? What is wrong with that? What is so special and wonderful about a woman that if she, I asked for her poon in exchange for, giving her something, that's bad. But I don't understand this. This is the whole goddamn history of America and the friggin' world. What are you talking about? He did something wrong. This is nothing more than the relationships between men and women as they've been since the dawn of friggin' time. The woman uses her gash to get cash. It's always been like this. Why is it like this is all of a sudden, some kind of big scandal? Oh, Harvey gave them something in return for sex. Oh my God! The travesty! It's such a travesty! The inhumanity! It's just so stupid. I don't get it. Dawn of time. Women have been opening their legs and saying, ooh, look what I have. And you can have this if you just give me food and shelter and money and take care of my kid. Ah? Well, isn't that the same thing? Oh, no, that's somehow different. Well, how? How is that? Oh, he initiated? Oh, he said, oh, I'll give you this for your poon. Oh, okay, so she didn't offer it and then ask for something from him that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah, I'll give you poon if you give me security and support and stability. That's okay, right? That's perfectly fine. But he reverses it and flips the script. I'll give you security and stability and all that good stuff for your poon. Oh, suddenly, oh no, the world is going to end. Harvey Weinstein flipped the script and he initiated the exchange. Oh my God, the world's going to freaking end. That's my take on it, okay? All this whole story is society's vagina worship and how the woman has the say. She's always initiator of the quote-unquote exchange, meaning she has all the power. And you, man, don't you get the idea in your tiny little pea brain that you have the power? You don't have the power to initiate exchanges between men and women. You don't have the power to hold something up and ask something of a woman in exchange. Oh, no. That's our venue, God damn it. We have the pussy power. You don't get to have a power greater than our pussy power. And if you try, we're going to take you on TV and we're going to shame you in front of the whole world. That's all this is. That's all this is. This is women, meaning the media. and you know, essentially feminists, which is essentially everybody in the media, because they're all cultural Marxist idiots, which is what feminism is, cultural Marxism, trying to shame, trying to control men, trying to keep men powerless. I mean, has anybody seen this Harvey Weinstein? Anyway, has anybody seen this Harvey Weinstein anyway? I mean, good Lord, what else is he going to use to get what he wants? I mean, because he ain't got looks. And anyway, that's not what women want to begin with. They want money. They want power. I mean, Jesus Christ, he gave them what they wanted. Yeah, he asked for something in return. Yeah. What's wrong with that? This is why Hollywood's been chugging along for 100 plus years anyway. It recognized clearly the dichotomy between men and women, and it recognized that, oh, okay, well, you know, in this certain venue, we men are getting to flip the script and have something that has more value, or that they value, and that we can offer, just like women have something that we value and that they offer 99.99999% of the time. And in this scenario, we get to flip the script. I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with what this Harvey Weinstein is doing. A lot of people out there sneering and looking down pretentiously, saying, oh, that evil scumbag. What are you talking about? This is what women have been doing for 100 plus. This is what women have been doing for the entire history of mankind. They have been using their vaginas to get everything they want, using it as currency since the dawn of fucking time. Not 100,000. I mean, forever women have been doing this. And suddenly, one guy flips the script and he uses something that a woman wants to get what he wants from her, which is sex. And suddenly, the sex is the trade good, not what's on offer, because it's so valuable and precious, and up on that pedestal that God himself couldn't occupy. And oh my Lord, now Weinstein is occupying that pedestal, offering these goodies, but only if you give him lowly sex. He has essentially devalued sex. He's devaluing the woman's vagina. And he's putting himself on the pedestal in place of vagina. He's putting a high-paying job on a pedestal in exchange for vagina. And all of a sudden, oh my God, it's the end of the world. This is what I think of this. It's a non-story. I wish people would not even pay attention to it. It's so stupid. The people are means I have to say something about it. It's annoying. I just think it's so dumb, this whole story. And what's really funny is that the media and women, they're just so oblivious to the fact that this guy is doing what they do. And by the way, who's losing out here? So some woman, a lot of these jobs these days for these pretentious, elitist, snobby Hollywood actresses pay $20 million or more. $20 million. Some have gotten even more than that. You know, what with inflation and all that. So, I mean, I'm supposed to feel sorry for some broad who, you know, she spent 10, 15 minutes going down on some guy. Or she had to give up her precious vagina that's supposed to be on a pedestal. But he, the evil man, forced her to take it off that pedestal and bring it down to the earthly space and exchange it for $20 million. That's the highest price hooker I ever seen. Honestly, ever heard of a hooker that makes $20 million? I haven't. I mean, these chicks are getting a pretty good deal here. Oh, but of course, if you're a leftist or anybody, tradcon, lefty, they all are against this guy. He's so evil. Evil Harvey Weinstein. You evil man, you. Of course, they'd be complaining if he got a friggin' hooker, too. But not as much. Not as much. Why? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, because the hooker's choosing to sell herself. Yeah, okay, because the hooker she's still offering that poon in exchange for $300. Ooh, the hooker got $300, but she offered it. He didn't demand it in exchange for something. See, this is the thing that the left and the tradcons and society, or the culture in general in America and the West really doesn't like. Meaning the feminist culture Marxist idiots, that he demanded sexual favors. He didn't even demand, he asked. They could have walked out, left the room. They didn't have to give him what he wanted, but you know why they did? Because they wanted what he had to offer. They just don't like that he initiated the exchange and asked for her poon as if her poon was somehow not worth that much, which it isn't, by the way. I mean, there's, more than half. There's more women than men. So there's more vaginas than there are cocks. So essentially, what's the big deal here? I mean, Jesus, there's vaginas everywhere. Women are everywhere. They're of no value, these vaginas. The marketplace value of a vagina is very low. Okay? So really, it's certainly not worth $20 million. All right? This is what the left, what the tradcons, what everybody's objecting to. The devaluing of vagina. Which, by the way, it really isn't devaluing it because $20 million. $20 million. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? 20. They're complaining. It's too funny. I mean, it's their choice. I don't get it. So far, I haven't heard any reports that he raped anybody. It was their choice. They chose. This is just an objection to the man having the pussy power and not the woman. Him being the initiator and him putting something on the pedestal to replace vagina. That's all it is. That's what women are objecting to. That's what feminists are objecting to. Trying to destroy the idea that a man can take the place of the pussy power, that he can use the same tactics of a woman and get away with it. We can't let this man steal our power. No way. And all he's doing is the same thing women have done every year, with which for all eternity. This is the same thing women have done always. Offer their vagina, say to the man, look what I've got. I'll give it to you if you give me something much, much more valuable. And I'm going to pretend that what I have to offer is what's really, really, really valuable. And people have been falling for this illusion since the dawn of time that the woman's vagina has some kind of power that is deserving of unlimited money and security and stability. It's not. It doesn't have that power. It never did. It doesn't deserve that kind of respect and reverence. It's just a hole between somebody's legs. Just go cut a hole in your mattress or something and smear some Vaseline and there you go. Serviceable substitute. Harvey Weinstein is just the left and the right, all the idiots, feminists, and tradcon morons and everybody else. Oh, it's so indecent. No, You have a problem, the feminists, with a guy using what he has to get what he wants from a woman, instead of it being the other way around. That's the only problem you people have. And the left and the feminists especially have the biggest problem, but that really everybody's, up in arms. Oh, it's so horrible. Yeah, you're a bunch of sheep. It's just feminists and women trying to maintain the illusion of their power and the pussy pedestal. The pussy pedestal. We must worship and venerate the pussy. No, now you got Weinstein up there with his tiny little cock and his big checkbook saying, hey, look, I can give you access to a $20 million paycheck. All you got to do is go down on me. Fuck, I might go down on Harvey Weinstein for $20 million. Are you kidding me? Come on, $20 million American dollars. Get out of here. I do well, but $20 million, I ain't got that much money. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. And who out there would say they wouldn't consider it also? Jesus Christ. So don't tell me that a bunch of broads somehow got the short end of the stick because they got paid $20 million, but they had to go down on Harvey Weinstein. You're not going to convince me that they got some raw deal. It's absurdity. That's why I didn't want to comment on this, because it's so absurd that people don't see these parallels and that they don't see that all he's done is flip the tables and that this is nothing more than what women do and have been doing since the dawn of freaking time. I am the MGTOW philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.